Amelia Earhart's disappearance has captivated the world for decades, but few know about her intriguing connections to the Sunshine State. Today, we're diving deep into the Florida ties of this legendary aviator and how they might shed new light on her final, fateful flight. Earhart's love affair with Florida began long before her ill-fated attempt to circumnavigate the globe. In the early 1930s, she made several stops in the state during her record-breaking flights. Miami, in particular, held a special place in her heart, serving as a crucial launching point for many of her Caribbean and South American adventures. But it's not just Earhart's pre-disappearance Florida connections that intrigue researchers. In the years since her vanishing, the state has become a hotbed of theories and potential clues about what really happened to the pioneering pilot. One of the most compelling Florida-based theories centers around the Keys. Some researchers believe that Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, may have crash-landed on one of the remote islands in the area. The theory suggests that the pair might have been blown off course during their Pacific journey, eventually finding themselves over familiar territory in the Caribbean. This idea gained traction in the 1990s, when a group of amateur historians claimed to have found aircraft debris and human remains on an uninhabited key. While these findings were ultimately inconclusive, they reignited interest in the possibility of a Florida connection to Earhart's disappearance. Another intriguing Florida link comes from the world of psychics and mediums. In the years following Earhart's vanishing, several Florida-based clairvoyants claim to have made contact with the aviator's spirit. While these supernatural claims are understandably met with skepticism, they've added an extra layer of mystique to the Sunshine State's role in the Earhart saga. Moving away from the realm of the paranormal, we find more concrete Florida connections in the form of historical records. The state's extensive aviation history has provided researchers with a wealth of information about flight patterns, weather conditions, and radio communications from the 1930s. This data has proven invaluable in reconstructing possible scenarios for Earhart's final flight. One particularly interesting piece of evidence comes from the archives of a small Florida radio station. In July 1937, just days after Earhart's disappearance, the station reportedly picked up a faint distress call that some believe came from the missing aviator. While the authenticity of this transmission has been debated, it remains a tantalizing clue in the ongoing investigation. Florida's role in the Earhart mystery extends beyond historical records and theories. The state has also been at the forefront of modern efforts to solve the case. Several Florida-based organizations have funded and participated in expeditions to the Pacific, searching for any trace of Earhart's Lockheed Electra aircraft. These expeditions have utilized cutting-edge technology, including underwater drones and advanced sonar equipment, much of which was developed right here in Florida. The state's expertise in marine exploration and aviation technology has made it a natural hub for Earhart research. But it's not just professional researchers who are keeping the Earhart mystery alive in Florida. The state is home to a passionate community of amateur sleuths and aviation enthusiasts who continue to pore over old documents, interview witnesses, and develop new theories about the aviator's fate. One such group meets regularly in a small museum in Central Florida, dedicated to preserving Earhart's legacy and unraveling the mystery of her disappearance. Their work has uncovered several previously unknown Florida connections, including a possible secret stopover Earhart made in the state just weeks before her final flight. As we delve deeper into these Florida connections, it's important to remember the broader context of Earhart's life and achievements. She was more than just a missing person. She was a trailblazer who pushed the boundaries of what was possible in aviation and for women in general. Earhart's time in Florida reflects this pioneering spirit. During her visits to the state, she inspired countless young women to pursue their dreams, regardless of societal expectations. Her lectures and flying demonstrations drew huge crowds, and her impact on Florida's aviation community can still be felt today. In fact, several Florida airports and flying clubs bear Earhart's name, serving as a testament to her enduring influence. These institutions not only honor her memory, but also continue her work of encouraging women to enter the field of aviation. The Florida chapter of the 99s, the international organization of women pilots that Earhart helped found, is particularly active in keeping her legacy alive. They organize events, provide scholarships, and worked tirelessly to ensure that Earhart's story continues to inspire new generations of aviators. As we wrap up our deep dive into Amelia Earhart's Florida connections, it's clear that the Sunshine State plays a unique and important role in this enduring mystery. From potential crash sites in the Keys to cutting-edge search technology developed in Florida labs, the state continues to be at the forefront of efforts to solve one of aviation's greatest enigmas. While we may never know exactly what happened to Amelia Earhart on that July day in 1937, the ongoing search for answers keeps her spirit of adventure and exploration alive. And as long as there are passionate researchers, both professional and amateur, willing to dig deeper and ask tough questions, there's always the possibility of a breakthrough. Who knows? Perhaps the key to unlocking the Earhart mystery lies hidden somewhere in the Sunshine State, waiting to be discovered. Until then, we'll continue to honor her legacy, celebrate her achievements, and keep searching for the truth. Amelia Earhart's story is far from over, and Florida's role in that story is still being written. As we continue to unravel the threads of this fascinating mystery, we're not just learning about one woman's fate, we're gaining insights into an entire era of aviation history and human determination. So the next time you find yourself in Florida, take a moment to look up at the sky and think of Amelia Earhart. Her spirit of adventure and her connection to the Sunshine State continue to inspire and intrigue us. Nearly a century after her final flight, share and subscribe to Infinite O'Neill.